Hello and happy Fitness Friday!
Happy Fitness Friday, everybody. We are turning it up today with a workout that we are going to do with you.
You're really going to dig this one. It's 5 variations, progressions of 5 common exercises, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail in just a moment. I am Dr. Ayla Donlin.
And I'm Emily Sopo.
And we are your Myzone Master Trainers. Delighted as always to be here with you on Fitness Friday.
We sure are. As you're tuning in, we would love to know who you are, where you're tuning in from. Did you work out this morning? And if so, how many reps did you earn? And if you are working out with us, please tell us, because we'll be sure to give you a shout out as we are getting our sweat on.
Of course we will. I see Nicole is tuned in, and so is Coach B.
Hi,
so
guys.
Glad that you guys are here. Sylvia as well. Love it. Make sure that you are sharing this out with your friends, inviting them to join you either live with us now or anytime that you want to, because you can catch this on replay on the Myzone YouTube channel.
Yep, you sure can, and you can learn more about Myzone at myzone.org, where you can explore the Master Trainer blog that Ayla and I both contribute to. Lots of tips and tricks there. We've got a bunch of educational videos on the Myzone Moves YouTube channel, and of course you can see Myzone all over social media.
Yeah, lots of ways that you can access resources, so make sure you take advantage of all that is available to you.
Yes.
Shall we get into some of the details of the workout?
I'm scared, but yes, let's do it.
So this one is called Turn It Up. We've been doing a lot of zone match workouts, you've noticed. This one is not necessarily a zone match workout, although you could probably make it fit into one if you wanted to. It's a 15-minute workout. We're going to be doing 5 different exercises, as I mentioned before: a lunge, a bent over row, a plank, a deadlift, and a push-up. And then every 30 seconds, we're going to progress that exercise, making it a little bit more challenging. So we would expect your heart rate to do the same. So you'll be moving probably from one level. I'd guess that you maybe start in blue-green with each exercise, and then you might move into yellow, maybe even a little bit of red on some of the exercises as we go through these different variations. And hey, Nader, and my little baby Lucy says hi. Hey, baby girl. And hey, Mom, we got the whole fam on today. That's great. Yeah, so with these exercises, a great option, if you're not feeling one of the progressions, just stay on the particular variation that you're doing, because we're only doing each of these exercises for a total of 2.5 minutes, and then we get a 30-second break before we move into the next exercise. Yeah, anything else on that before we rock and roll?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
We'll give you all the varieties. I already did a pretty intense workout, so for some of the exercises, I anticipate I'll need to bring them down a bit, and I'll walk you through my mindset as I'm doing that and what I choose to do.
Perfect. Yeah, and you'll see both of us offering different variations. And the terminology that I'll use when we're making an exercise easier, I call that a modification. When we're making an exercise harder, I call that a progression. So this workout is designed to go through progressions, but we will also show you some modifications in terms of ways of making those a little bit easier.
Yeah.
More doable.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have your Myzone belt with you and you are ready to work out, make sure that you put it on, make it nice and snug, and make sure that you have your app open to the workout section, workout page of the app, so that you can follow along and get that real live feedback of your heart rate.
Yes.
Your colors.
And you'll want to come into this workout having done a little warm-up already, whether it's a dynamic warm-up or if you've warmed up on a piece of cardio a little bit. So make sure that you come into this relatively warmed up, because we're just going to get right into it.
That means while we're setting up, you guys start moving.
Do a little warm-up, do a little movement. Or maybe you already planned ahead and did a little.
Yeah. All right, so while we're getting set up here, guys, just make sure you've got your app ready to go. All right.
And this one is going to be fast-moving because we are changing what we're doing every 30 seconds. So it's going to be fast and furious, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
The only equipment that you need is a set of dumbbells. You'll see we have plates. You could also do a lighter set of kettlebells if you wanted to, or we always mention any household item that would serve you well. You would just need a set of weights. We start with a lunge. I'm going to start, well, what's going to look like on camera is right leg forward, left leg back, hip width apart. At 15 seconds, we'll switch to the other leg. On your marks, get set, and go. So just a very basic lunge, aiming for about a 90-degree angle. Beautiful. Emily's going to show you a side profile aiming for a 90-degree angle in each knee as you do your lunge. We're gonna switch sides, other leg forward. And after this, we move into a forward and backward stepping lunge. So this should feel very doable. By the end of the variations, it's gonna feel challenging. All right, that's 30 seconds in. Now I'm gonna be stepping my right leg forward and back. Then I'm gonna go left leg forward and back, alternating.
I like this. There's so many options
Yes.
to make it work.
And you can feel your heart rate now coming up because we're moving a little bit more dynamically.
Yes.
Getting ready for a lateral lunge. Let's move into it right here. So you're gonna be stepping out to the side, pushing back to the center, then over to the other side. Deep breaths. So if you started out in the blue zone, you're probably making your way into the green zone, and we will soon be well on our way to yellow or red. Around the world. So you're gonna step forward, then over to the side, then to the back. Then you'll switch sides. Forward, side, and back.
I like this. It feels good. And it kind of feels like a warm-up.
Yeah, yeah. Our last progression of the lunge is a lunge jump, which we're gonna do for 30 seconds, ladies and gents. Starts right now.
Oh boy.
Do what you can. The higher you jump, or the faster you jump, the more intense it's going to be.
Oh, this will get your heart rate up into the yellow or red.
Uh-huh. We've got 10 seconds left on the lunge jump. Then we get a 30-second break. 5, 3, 2, 30-second break. Whew.
Nice.
Bent over row is next, folks.
Okay, for the bent over row, we will use a weight. We've got plates. You can use whatever you've got access to at home. Watching that timer. We're gonna start up with one weight, and we're gonna be bent over. So you can stagger your feet, or you can have your feet parallel, hip width apart, and you're going to go up and down. And good, I like that. Ayla's gonna alternate arms. Perfect.
So we're 4 seconds in.
Love it.
So at 15 seconds, are you going to switch sides?
At 15 seconds, I'm going to switch sides, and Ayla is alternating. So you can see there's already 2 options, even within this one
15
exercise.
seconds in.
Whew, switch sides. We're going to do the same exercise coming up next, but we're going to have both arms working together. Both arms will hold a weight.
There it is. 30 seconds
Here we
in.
go. All right. Bent over. Please note that if this bothers your low back at all, this might not be the option for you, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you can do staggered feet, one arm at a time, holding on to something. Make sure that your core is engaged. That'll help to protect your back.
Yep. It also might help to grab a bench or a step and put one foot up on it. That can relieve some lower back.
For the next one, we're going to be on the ground.
It's go time.
Here we go. Okay. We'll be in a plank position. You'll take hold of the weight. You're going to row it up toward your waist. Bring it down and switch.
Woo-hoo. That's 15 seconds in.
So now we're getting some really great core work.
Three, two, here we go.
All right, next one, we're gonna do a renegade row, one on each side. Pull it up, switch sides, row it up, and make sure that you're adding a T-stand in. Good, Ayla, good.
I'm just doing a slight variation, so I'm doing my row and then going right into a T-stand on each side. So there's lots of different ways that you can do this.
Now, Ayla and I have plates which are a little bit more challenging to row with. If you had a dumbbell or kettlebell, you could row and then push that weight up. But again, with the plate, it's a little bit wobbly.
All right, renegade row, bent over row.
Whew, yep, all right, so with the renegade row, again, same exercise, row, row, hop it forward, pick up those weights, bent over row, just like Ayla's showing you. Whew.
Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. 30-second recovery.
Whew. I like that.
Yeah. So different ways, right? First exercise was lower body. Then we just did upper body.
Yep.
Now we're gonna get into some core. We've got 15 seconds left on our recovery. Front plank, side plank, and then a front plank with shoulder taps and side planks with a leg lift. Let's get ready. 3, 2, here we go. You can set your front plank up on hands and toes, on elbows and toes, elbows and knees, hands and knees. You got a lot of options.
With the plank, you wouldn't expect your heart rate to elevate very high. That's something to keep in mind, guys.
Exactly.
Your heart rate might be decreasing right now as you hold a static position.
Yep. And that's perfect because we're in exercise 3 of 5, so having a little dip to recover is kind of nice. Side plank. Take it over to whatever side of your choice. You can be on elbow or on your palm. You can have a knee down with a leg lifted or the top foot down. You can stack your feet. You can stagger your feet. So many different ways to do a side plank. Holding for another 5 seconds on this side. 3, 2, take it over to the other side. You hold 30 seconds here, same option on the variations. Whatever you chose on the first side, make sure you replicate that on the other side. And as Emily mentioned, when we're doing an isometric hold like this, our heart rate won't elevate that much. But when we add in a little bit of movement, which is coming with our shoulder taps next, we might see a little bit of an elevation. 3, 2, front plank with shoulder taps, so you'll want to be on your palms for this one. You can be on your knees or your toes, and you're going to reach opposite arm to opposite shoulder. Try to keep your hips square to the floor and as little movement as possible through the midsection of your body.
Ayla, could I put a plate on my back potentially?
Absolutely.
My hips if I wanted to?
Absolutely.
So I couldn't wiggle?
Absolutely, you could. Moving into a side plank with a leg lift. The way that I'm going to do this one is I'm going to take a side, lift a leg, then rotate right over to the other side and lift a leg. If you wanted, you could stay on one side, do a few leg lifts, and switch to the other. We have 10 seconds left here, folks. Yeah. Looking good, Em.
Thank you. Back
3.
at ya.
Thank you. 2, and that's a 30-second break.
It's a good workout.
Yes, 2 exercises left.
Okay, so for round 4, we are going to, for the first exercise, need weights again. We'll hold the plates in both hands. This is gonna be deadlift progressions. So we'll start out with just a normal, regular deadlift like you've seen us do many times before. Separate your feet parallel, hip width apart, knees soft.
Here we
Lift
go.
your chest. Good. Hinge forward at your hips. Whew. And exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Make sure that you are squeezing your glutes. One thing that you'll definitely also want to do in this exercise is squeeze your shoulder blades together so that you don't start to round your back.
3, 2, here we go.
Okay, next exercise, we'll do a single leg deadlift on one side. So we'll start on the right foot. It'll be left for us. We're gonna hinge forward again. Now you can see we're already going into 2 different varieties. I'm lifting my back leg and Ayla's keeping hers on the ground.
Yep.
I've got one weight, Ayla's got both. So many options.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I like how you're counterbalancing with your weight. So your weight's in your opposite hand to help you balance. That's a switch.
On these single leg deadlifts, try to squeeze the side of your glutes in and up. That's gonna to help you to stay more balanced rather than let your hips sink out to the side.
15 seconds left.
Okay, for the last 2 varieties, we won't use weights. You sure could if you wanted to, but we're gonna get a little bit more plyometric and add a hop in. So we're gonna take those weights to the ground.
And we're gonna turn it up. Here we go.
Here we go, okay. Single leg deadlift, we'll go on the right side, reach it forward, and hop, woo! And of course, if that makes you a little bit too unbalanced and you're not able to successfully do the whole hop, that's cool. Just bring it down and then straight up without the hop, or even try to come onto your toes, see if that's doable. Like I said, I already worked out this morning kind of intensely. Switch sides. So I'm having some trouble with the balancing myself, but make it work for you. Whew.
I find the more mindful I am about engaging through my core, the better my balance becomes.
Yeah, that's a great point.
If I forget that step, I become a little more wobbly.
Yep. Whew. Almost there.
3, 2, and 1.
Woo, 30 seconds to
30
rest.
seconds to rest.
Nice job.
Well done. I'm gonna move us over for push-ups. You're gonna see side profiles of both Emily and myself because I'm gonna do my push-ups on the bar.
So Ayla told me this morning, do you want to do push-ups on the bar with me? And I said, no, the floor. She was like, are you sure? So we'll see. This is gonna be intense.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stand right behind Em. We're gonna start with regular push-ups, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time to rock and roll. So the more horizontal you are, the more challenging this movement is going to be. So Emily on the floor has a more challenging option than I do on the bar. And I chose the bar because these progressions are gonna get gnarly, folks. Good luck, Emily.
Thank you, Ayla. I might be at the bar by the end of this.
We're gonna take our regular push-up now into a walking push-up where you walk your arms over to one side, back in the center. You can choose if you wanna do a push-up back in the center or not. So you can see Emily is walking her arms over and then shifting over. I'm actually gonna be walking my feet a little bit as well on the bar. Now we switch to a push-up with a T-stand. So we're gonna do a push-up, then we're gonna rotate into the same T-stand that we were doing before when we did the renegade row.
One thing with my form, or my choice of variation, is I'm doing the push-up on my knees and coming to a plank position on my feet
Yep.
and doing the T-stand. Because the T-stand is doable for me in a full plank, but maybe not so much the push-up.
And now we combine the walking push-up with the T-stand. So you're gonna walk over to the side, do your push-up, and then flip right into the T-stand. You can come back to the center, up to you whether you do a push-up in the center or not, and then over to the other side.
You were right, Ayla, this is intense.
Yeah, and we've got the biggest turn up for the last. Woo-hoo. Here it is right here, folks, a plyo push-up, where you come down and you explode up. So I'm gonna try and explode off the bar and come almost upright, and Emily's just gonna push up off the floor as much as she can. And her chest and shoulders are probably on fire.
They are so on fire right now.
Finish strong, everybody. 10 seconds to go. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, last one. Woohoo! That's it.
Nice.
Oh, turn it up.
That
Yeah.
was intense.
Yeah, it was. Oh, here we go. All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. That was a great challenge.
It was.
Yeah, this one's called the Turn It Up workout. 5 exercises, 5 progressions of each. Let us know how your heart rate responded. What zones did you hit while you were in the different progressions?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really great workout. Thanks,
Oh,
Ayla.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much. And as always, to learn more about Myzone, please check out myzone.org. Myzone moves on YouTube, where there's a ton of other workouts that you can follow along with, and all over social media.
Yeah, you can catch us in a lot of different places. Hey Michael, hey John, thanks so much for joining us. Be sure that you are tagging your friends in this video. Get them to do the turn it up with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We will see you next week.
As
and
always, keep moving forward.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend, everybody.